I'm Brian.
You're bad at this.
I'm Adam Fox, and this is Brian Hall, and there's nostalgia like our nostalgia.
You sound so excited about it.
I just can't fucking do intros, man. I don't like it at all. It's weird.
My Pet Monster?
I did not.
Alright, this was 1986, so you were what, not born yet?
One.
Okay. This was the shit.
Better be fucking good. No! I had one of those.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well,
with the big cucumber dick looking nose?
With the big cucumber dick looking nose, yeah. Wait, didn't they have like a show about this?
They had a show and they did a fucking direct-to-TV movie. And, like, it turns out that My Pet Monster is actually a kid that got, like, cursed by a wizard or some shit.
That sounds about right. Okay.
So, yeah, it was a fucking kid that got turned into... Actually, I tagged a little bit here. 1986 direct-to-video film. He's exposed to a statue and changes Incredible Hulk style when hunger strikes. I do not remember that. So, he gets hungry, I guess, and turns into My Pet Monster.
So, he's throwing a tantrum. And
then a guy, yeah, basically, he gets fucking, he needs a Snickers bar.
Maybe he was just a very spiteful parent. He's just, My Pet Monster.
Like, all I wanted was spaghetti, Mom. Fuck you. I had one of those things, and that was like my favorite fucking toy for like fucking at least 3 years. We would go out on the trampoline and wrestle that motherfucker, like body slam it and shit.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. That's a different topic, though.
That's all right.
Oh, no.
Does it involve something with a cucumber dick nose? I remember the wrestling buddies.
Yeah. I had those. No, like the Pet Monster thing is confusing because I've seen that before, and I feel like I had one, but I also feel like I was jealous of somebody else who may have had one. I can't really like distinguish at this point.
Well, you were one, so maybe your mom or your grandma found one in like a fucking yard sale, and you got somebody's used hand-me-down.
Maybe, but like my sister, she's 5 years older than me. Sorry, but like she used to say like she always had like it's like a yard sale at her house, but I just always go over there. No, it was a toy shop over at her house, and I just always go over and like take a toy and like go or whatever. Right. So I think I may have stolen her Pet Monster.
Was she selling?
No, she wasn't really selling. I mean,
it was like a pretend,
just for my love and affection.
Hey guys, come in. Okay.
No, she wasn't. Like, she's like, "Where's my nickel, asshole?" Like,
boy, you bitch, better have my money.
Yeah, you're fucking two. Where's it at? No, I mean, but no, I've seen that before, and I feel like I either had one or like really fucking wanted one that somebody else owned. I don't know, it's just one of those weird...
So you went and stole one from somebody? From your sister?
I'm a lot younger than you, but... So my memories aren't as clear. No, I'm kidding. But...
This is just all that comes through lucidly through the Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I know. It's all the years of killing brain cells.
Pretty much. I can't remember like my teenage years at all, but I remember the shit out of body slamming My Pet Monster. I remember getting the fucking the video, and I would watch the video over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Like the video that came with the...
Yeah, well, no, I think it was separate. Like, you had to buy that, and then you also had to buy VHS. Yeah, there was nothing else in 1986. You had to get the VHS.
That's true. Well, they had Laserdisc, right?
I didn't.
Oh, I don't know how rich your family was, Brian.
Not very. I'm pretty sure that our VCRs came out of the dumpster that my grandpa would look down there and be like, that one looks like it'll work.
Yeah, I've heard of these VHS things because I come from a very privileged family.
We had 7 VHS cassette tapes. We were able to choose from 7 movies at any time.
We'll have these things called laser discs. But no, I really feel like I'm in therapy right now. I feel like I either had one or I really wanted one.
And they were stolen from me.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it could have cured a lot of my problems.
This just comes back to everything. You just had My Pet Monster. Yeah, but there was always shit that you were fucking... What was I jealous about? The robot that went with the Nintendo. Remember when Nintendo first came out? Like,
oh my god, yeah.
Rob the robot. Like, I really wanted one of those motherfuckers.
See, I thought he was pretty fucking lame, though. Because, like, I was just really into Transformers at the time.
I hated Transformers. I never got into them.
Are you serious right now?
Never got into Transformers.
I really just want to leave the fucking room right now and rethink our friendship.
Well, I mean, at least I didn't have to worry about getting disappointed by Michael Bay fucking 30 years later.
they weren't that bad. No, they were pretty fucking. Well, yeah, no.
But I mean, at least they're kind of they're modern. They're not like our shitty fucking comic book movies and shows we had back then.
Yeah,
like The Punisher just came out. Do you remember the fucking first Punisher?
I do.
Yeah,
I do. I was a big Dolph Lundgren fan anyway.
Dolph Lundgren was the shit. He was way fucking cooler than who was the other one? Steven Seagal.
What? No.
Steven Seagal was later, I guess.
He was not the Punisher.
I just mean he was cooler than the other fucking action stars.
Oh yeah, you're fucking right about that. No, he was the shit, man.
I just remember The Punisher, the fucking movie. That was another one of like the 8 videotapes that my family owned. So I watched The Punisher a fucking lot.
Yeah,
and I was disappointed because it was just him against like the Yakuza.
Yeah,
Yakuza, Yakuza, however the hell you say
it.
it.
Whatever.
But
Yakitori.
Yeah. It was just him against the Japanese. It's just this big fucking Swedish.
The country of Japan. Yeah. It was just one man.
Dolph Lundgren.
In the sewers of New York.
against the Japanese. It's like, holy shit, the whole country came over.
Wait, didn't they have Louis Gossett? Lou
Gossett Jr.?
Louis Gossett. Yeah, that guy.
I don't know.
I mean, in retrospect, like Dolph Lundgren worked with like a really amazing cast of like cops because he worked with Lou Gossett Jr. and then he worked with the fucking principal from Back to the Future.
In what?
Masters of the Universe.
Holy shit, he did.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. Oh no, we're gonna have to do a whole show about Masters of the Universe.
Oh my god, Courtney Cox.
Yeah, yep. First one. Yep. All right, I'll give you a cheers to that.
Thank
friend.
you.
Yes, sir. But I just remember, like, it was not even really a superhero movie because it was just Dolph Lundgren fucking shooting Japanese people.
The Punisher really isn't a superhero, though.
I know, but back then the comic books, before they went like really dark and like gritty with it, like he had just villains. He had Jigsaw and shit that he had to go up against, and he didn't have that in that show. It was just like, all right, well, he's just gonna go kill.
Spoiler, that's who it is in
the Warzone.
No, Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big spoiler.
Yeah. You're welcome. Edit that out.
Really? They put him in?
They build him up.
All right, I'm going to have to watch that
shit.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay, we're getting off topic.
Yeah,
I was going to talk about the new one, but
let's just stay in the 80s.
Yeah, I know. Just stay in the 80s.
Because kids these days, like, honestly, at this point, I'm almost on the verge of, like, superhero burnout where I really don't give a shit about that many more fucking Marvel and DC movies.
True.
I mean, the one for Infinity War looks good, but I don't give a shit about Justice League. It just doesn't.
I really have not given a shit about, like, that entire, like, aspect of the Marvel Universe in several years. I think that, like, Iron Man 2, I was like, all right, this was good. And then after that, I was just kind of like...
Other than the Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I liked it better than I liked Captain America.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like...
But I always thought Captain America was pretty fucking lame anyway.
Me too. But you're spoiled now. Like,
how so?
Well, because back then, like, you would dream of getting fucking... the Justice League on fucking
I never would dream about having Captain America as an actual movie that was actually good.
No, that never came up. But, like, remember in the 80s when Batman came out, the Tim Burton Batman? That was a huge fucking deal because before that, all you had was Adam West Batman.
Yeah, but they were still really fucking good. Okay, well, but...
That's what I'm saying. Okay, that one was good.
Okay, all right, but I still like Dolph Lundgren's The Punisher better than I do
I just like
Batman.
The way you say Dolph Lundgren. Because you say the hard G, and I say the soft G, and I've never encountered someone that says Dolph Lundgren.
Well, I mean, that's just what it is, isn't it?
I don't know. But I'm questioning my entire life now, because I've always called him Lundgren.
Lundgren?
Lundgren.
No, it's
and
Lundgren.
You say Lundgren.
Yeah. It's not?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We're going to find out one day.
I'm not from Norse country. I don't know.
It's a good thing this is one of our early episodes. If we actually had listeners, they'd email us and be like, you guys are stupid.
Oh my God.
Actually. But, like, you really did. I mean, the Superman movies back then were awesome.
Also,
the Batman
I'm a little
movies
drunk
were
now,
fucking awesome.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
You're like, I'm just slurring. I'm really saying Lundgren.
Lundgren.
I'm saying Lundgren. But it's just coming out Lundgren.
Lundgren.
This is the difference that 30 miles of geography makes. You grew up 30 miles away
from
me.
I know, right?
Yeah.
In Appalachia.
Yeah, in Appalachia. I'm in Appalachia. You're over there in Appalachia, and you say it fucking completely different.
I swear to God, if
we
I hear
pronounce
one person,
our fucking G's over here when we say Lundgren.
If I ever encounter somebody who calls it, oh, you're from The Appalachian Mountains. I'm gonna smack him. I swear
fucking
to God.
Dolph Lundgren style, right?
Oh God. If he dies, he dies.
But like, Superman 1 was fucking cool. Superman 2 was cool. The first 2 Batmans were cool, but you didn't have a lot of other... Marvel, there wasn't shit other than Punisher.
Superman 1 and 2, never saw.
Really?
Never saw him.
It's okay, I never saw the Guyver.
Well, I wanted to talk about the whole Superman thing. Because,
okay, talk about it.
I'm going to incorporate it with more of like the Man of Steel thing, because I fucking love Man of Steel.
Which one was Man of Steel?
Fucking loved it. That was like the newest one that came out.
Was that the one with Kevin Costner where they're...
Yes, he was the dad.
I actually like that.
That was really fucking good.
Yeah, people shit on that a lot, man.
I don't know why.
Because they never saw Superman 3 or 4.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. But like, at the same time, though, I always thought that like Superman was a really lame fucking character because it's just like, oh wow, he's like...
He was always my least favorite superhero.
Yeah.
Because it was, he can do anything. There's no fucking credible threat to him. Well, we've got this magic rock. It's just like, well...
Oh, get that fucking crystal away from me.
Other than that, it's
his
like...
arch nemesis is David Avocado Wolf.
Every fucking episode, he's gonna be there in every fucking episode. He's gonna be our guest star. This is no
Hey guys, namaste.
I'm Brian Hall. That's Adam Fox. That's David Avocado Wolf.
We're just gonna shit on him the whole time.
There's no nostalgia like our nostalgia. But really, I mean, like, you've got this fucking superhero that nothing can fucking hurt. Nothing can do anything you want.
Except for a fucking inanimate object that cannot fucking move on its own.
Except for an earth crystal. Just come here, Superman. I'll align your chakras.
It's so stupid.
Maybe a coffee animal will get straight right out.
My God. Just rub cocoa between your toes.
Walk on the beach.
Oh my God. I swear to God, dude, the Punisher could totally kick Superman's ass.
And David Walsh.
And Dave. Well, yeah, clearly. I mean, that goes without saying.
But yeah, I agree with you there. But then, like, the third and fourth ones, like, that's when fucking Richard Pryor started showing up and shit.
Yeah, I never even got that far. Like,
that's after Canon got a hold of it. The Canon Films, they got a hold. I think they took it on at 3 or 4, and that's when it fucking went to hell.
Wait, the Phantom, is that Billy Zane?
That is Billy fucking Zane, man. You remember that shit?
I do.
We've got a list, just in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I've just got a list of all the shitty fucking comic book movies and shows from the fucking 80s and 90s. And
the Hulk show and Spider-Man
the Hulk show would come on Sci-Fi. Like, we got a satellite dish. I only had like...
Skeefy?
Yeah, Skeefy.
Yeah, Skeefy.
But we only...
Like I'm an idiot.
Took me a second. I was like, oh yeah, that's clever. You son of a bitch. But I only had like 3 or 4 channels up until I was like 14, and then they put in one of those huge fucking satellite dishes that you have to dial in, and like you can go outside and see it moving.
Yeah, the one that fucking
like,
would move and shit.
And it would move. And that was, I remember when Sci-Fi went on the fucking air. Like, there was a countdown and, like, just fucking something going on. The same thing with Comedy Central. I remember when that went on the air, too.
Oh, yeah, back in the day when it was, like, the planet and the fucking...
Yeah. But Sci-Fi went on the air, and all that they had was, like, old episodes of Doctor Who, old episodes of Lost in Space, and they would show the fucking Hulk TV show.
I want to talk about this, but I see the next thing, Spider-Man show.
You don't remember that?
Oh, no, I do.
You remember how fucking bad it was?
But it's a previous thing we have to talk about later. Or it's a future thing.
Oh, no. I don't have anything else to say about the Hulk show other than that's pretty much the only thing we had back then was the Hulk show.
Me either. Like, Spider-Man ties back into the random time that I went to the DJ's video and then rented it, and I was just like...
They had it there?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like, on fucking... Like, you're talking about the guy who literally was wearing, like, a cloth suit.
Yeah, it looked like a set of
pajamas. Yeah. And then they'd just be like, oh, what the hell? I got, like, fucking Halloween spider webs all around.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it was the worst fucking thing
imaginable. It was terrible.
It was
absolutely
made... Yeah, it was
terrible.
like made like if me and you wanted to make
that's
a Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying. DJ's video was, like, fucking magic, and that's what I want to talk about, but, you know... Like,
oh, no, we'll do a fucking video.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting there.
I kind of want to talk about it now, actually. I kind of want to go into this.
Oh, no. Say, we'll do that next.
I know. All right, Howard the Duck.
No, I want to talk about Spider-Man, goddammit.
Oh, okay.
I just remember how fucking terrible it was and how I spent every fucking episode waiting on, like, the Green Goblin or someone to show up. And it was always just, like...
Random bad guys?
It was just like a mugger.
Yeah.
And like it was like they would do a shitty effect of him like crawling up a wall. Yeah. And then like he would run in and J. Jonah Jameson would be like, "Give me that picture, Spider-Man." Or give me that picture, Peter Parker of Spider-Man. And he'd come back and he'd be like, "Here you go, boss." And he'd give him the fucking thing. And then like his spider sense would tingle. It would play shitty music.
Yeah.
He would run out and he'd like punch a fucking
Didn't it have like sort of like the 50s like or the Adam West style Batman where it was like whenever he'd like think of something to like
yeah I remember that, but I'm not 100% sure that if my mind's just making that up or not, but I remember it would play the music.
Yeah, because like as soon as you said that I was like, wait, didn't they have like things going above them? Yeah, like little fucking fake ass cartoon shit that was terrible.
Yeah, and maybe not, but if the show was just that bad that my mind had to fill in the blanks to make up for its fucking shortcomings. Yeah, but he would like swing out, fucking a lady would be getting mugged, he'd spray the guy with silly string, punch him once, and then he'd like run back up the fucking wall again. He'd be like, "I saved the day," and that was the fucking
it was
end
like
of
terrible, like
yeah, it's like you
so
could tell that they just turned the camera sideways.
Yeah, I mean,
and
you
he
guys
was just
cannot
fucking,
see
like,
us. But yeah, like I've only seen like literally I think 2 episodes was on the cassette. So I think I saw those.
I think there were only like 6 fucking episodes.
Oh, well, thank God for that. But
like,
still.
I just vaguely remember it being on the TV a couple of times and me being like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And then it never came back. Like, I never saw it again. It's like I can't remember what station it came on. I can't remember how the hell I managed to see it, but I was flipping through our 4 fucking channels and it just showed up.
Well, like, I never knew that it was actually, like, on television. Like, I didn't know that. Like, I just thought it was, like, something I would just go and rent, and then it was, oh, okay, well, I guess we're watching this again. See, we didn't have one of those big fancy fucking satellites or whatever.
I waited 14 years for that. Don't you take it away from me.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I was probably like, God, I don't know.
I had to listen to the kids in school talk about MTV and Nickelodeon, and I didn't have that shit.
Oh, I didn't either.
Yeah, it's like, this sounds nice.
No, I didn't have that either. I had to go over to my buddy Josh Winchester's house to watch that shit.
Yep, I had to go to Kyle.
Yeah, they were always like he was like already in like Nirvana and like all that cool shit, you know, like back in the day. And I'm like, what is this, guys?
Yeah, I'd go over to Kyle's. He'd be like, "Check this out, man! It's Ren and Stimpy." I was like, I don't know what that is.
Oh, Ren and Stimpy, powder toast, man.
Yeah, see, you knew about that. I didn't.
Yeah, I found out about it. Of course, I'm like 9 years younger than you, but still.
I was there for Nirvana, man.
I was there.
I remember when Kurt killed himself.
I saw.
Well, I know the Spider-Man, like, going up and down the wall shit. But, like, that wasn't as fucking well done as the fucking Adventures in Babysitting thing, where she's coming down the fucking wall with the rope and she's wearing the fucking Viking
Thor helmet.
Yeah, the Thor helmet and shit. And back then, like, for some reason, I saw that and thought it was like a superhero comic book kind of movie. I was like, Thor helmet, they're going down fucking window.
Oh,
it
yeah,
says Adventure.
I can see that. Yeah, yeah, because they're all on the rope.
Yeah, they're on the rope. And it looked fucking...
Like, looking over there. Oh.
Yeah, and that cover was better than the Spider-Man fucking special
movie
effect of fucking climbing up the wall. Yeah. And I don't remember that much about it other than once I got it, I was like, all right, she's hot. And it turned into almost just like the generic 80s like rom-com thing where she's babysitting the kids, but then like she falls in love with the dude.
I don't think she ever falls in love with him.
I remember a fucking tender scene where maybe he's just got the hots for her.
He's got the hots for her.
Maybe that's what it was.
Basically, like, Adventures in Babysitting. So what happened was like...
You are the 80s movie expert on this show. I can talk about a lot of other shit, but like, you can tell me the song names and shit.
So whatever. Elizabeth Shue. Amazing. Loved her. Probably still do. She's probably still hot. Anyway, she was like the older chick or whatever, and then it was like this brother who was probably like a couple years younger than her.
Okay. And
then his little sister who was like the little Thor nerd.
I remember her, yeah.
Anyway, so like their parents had to go out of town for whatever reason, I can't remember now. Some sort of emergency, probably like Uncle Buck style. And like, so anyway, they called her because she used to babysit for him like a couple years prior to that. So she came over and like she was like babysitting, like he's fucking in love with her, and like she was like kind of dating this one guy who was like an asshole, typical 80s shit.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, did it turn into this typical like
No, because it didn't really do that.
It
because
defied
like
convention.
Because she knew that she was like older than him, and she always had it out for me, just waiting. But like, it's sort of like a denial process. But then like, you know, she had this best friend who got like tried to run away from home and then got trapped in a fucking phone booth at the train station because she was scared of a homeless guy.
Okay.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
Yeah, vaguely.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I don't remember why.
I don't want to keep rambling.
I don't remember
I
don't remember what started the adventure. I thought like this, they were like getting chased.
Well, that's
by
the
cocaine
point.
dealers
That's
or something.
the entire adventure was just to go and get her friend and bring her back.
That was it.
That was supposed to be the adventure, but the adventure was like all the random shit that happened.
I got you.
In there or whatever. So like his little fucking pervert friend who was in Road Trip as the TA.
Okay.
You remember that guy?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, okay. He wore the Jesus Rocks t-shirt, which I thought was like always fucking hilarious for me. Anyway, it was him as like a kid or whatever, and then he like brought out the Playboys and just like, hey, oh, it's her, like because he kept saying like she was in Playboy and blah blah.
Right.
Blah. Anyway, so
that I do remember because I was like, oh, is she in Playboy?
Like then they start going towards the city. I think it was like Chicago. They were going towards the city. And they get a flat tire, run into this fucking like trucker who comes over to help them. They get all scared because he has a hook for a hand.
I just like that you're fucking telling me.
I'm so passionate about that movie. I don't know why. I fucking love it, man.
How many times have you seen this shit?
Hundreds.
Well, you got to finish it now because everybody's fucking enraptured.
Yeah, I know. All right. So anyway, like they get fucking freaked out by him, and then like somehow the car gets towed or some shit like that. I don't know. But they get to somewhere in like the inner city, and then like the guy with the hook hand runs into like the drug dealer who like I guess he owes the drug dealer money.
A drug dealer involved.
And then that guy gets like shot or some shit, and then one of the drug dealers turns out to be a good guy, and then they go into this blues bar, and then she starts singing the
I remember the blues bar.
You remember the blues bar?
I remember the blues bar.
Yeah. Where she starts singing the babysitting blues.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And then she's running from somebody probably named Juice or like Ice or something like that.
Viper,
I don't know. Like your chains, I don't know, some weird shit. And anyway, they go to this big fucking skyscraper for whatever reason, and I guess that their parents are there, but they don't know that their parents are there, and then they're trying to hide from the parents so they don't get caught, because that's the least of their fucking, or that's the,
right. Everything else is going.
That's their biggest worry. I'm sorry, that's their biggest fucking worry is like getting caught by the parents. Oh god, yeah, we got this fucking drug dealer chasing us.
And a fucker with a hook on his hand.
Yeah, around. Exactly. Right. No,
don't let mom.
I think he was dead by that point.
Oh, okay.
By the drug dealer.
The drug
turned
dealer
out to be a
business,
good guy.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he ended up helping him. But yeah, like the little kid.
Spoilers.
Somehow, some way. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's like 1987 or some shit. Like fuck off.
It's like a 30-year-old movie.
Yeah, but like, so like the little kid, the little girl or whatever, like the big Thor hero, like she's like somehow rappelling down like
so the scene from the scene from the
front
front of the box is actually in the movie.
Yeah, but it's just the girl. It's not the entire
okay
group of kids or whatever. I don't know, but it ends up they all get back to their house and they're fine.
Of course, it's an 80s movie. That's before shit went dark and gritty when like the little girl would fall and die.
I know. And like the fucking babysitter had like stage 4 cancer the entire time.
Yeah, and you find out she was just doing it one more time to say goodbye to the guy that had a crush on her, teach him a life lesson.
It's so I don't know, man. I watched that movie a lot.
Just your face lit up more than it has all fucking night long.
Like, I love that movie.
Fucking Adventures of Babysitting.
Well, no, like every single like movie that Elizabeth Shue was in, even the one where she played like a retarded girl or mentally handicapped.
You could say retarded.
I even watched that shit too, and I was just like, God, I fucking love her still. I don't care. She might not know what colors are, but I love her. I'm serious, man. Hollow Man? Oh, with Kevin Bacon?
She was in Hollow
Yes,
Man.
I know. Yeah. I pretty much know her entire filmography.
I just remember that was my first exposure to CGI dick.
I think that I'm at... What?
To CGI dick. Like his Hollow Man, when he starts going fucking invisible.
Yeah.
Like they CGI like him like without the skin, because like he gradually goes fucking invisible, so it starts with the skin and then it's muscles and then it's bone. And when he's in the skin, like it's fucking just like this fucking dude without skin running around with a big fucking CGI cock flopping around.
Huh.
I mean, it set me up so I could enjoy Watchmen without being distracted by the blue dick 20 years later. But that was the first.
Some of your Woodford.
All right.
Woodford.
That was the first. I mean, I was wondering when you were going to get into the whiskey.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's sitting right here. It's burning a hole in me. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
I just know it's behind me. I can't can't wait anymore.
Out of the bottle?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not afraid of your herpes.
I got the herp. Yeah.
Do you remember the Toxic Avenger?
What was his name? Marty? Marvin?
Marvin, I think.
Melvin.
That was
Melvin,
it.
yes.
The fucking trailer for that.
What was the name of the company that made that, though?
Troma?
Trauma. Yeah.
Trauma movies are the shit, man.
Fucking, what was it, Lemmy Kilmister? How many was he in on those?
At least a couple. I know he was in Terra Firma, and I think he was in Citizen Toxie.
It's just so weird.
He may have been in Tromeo and Juliet, too. I think he may. I think he.
Before.
James Gunn did that. The dude that did the Guardians of the Galaxy. That was like his first. That was like his first movie that he wrote and directed. But in that, spoilers for a 20-year-old fucking movie. In that, like,
see, I feel like this is a one-upping contest, but that's fine.
No, in that you find out that Romeo and Juliet are brother and sister.
Oh, so it has like,
and they don't care. They keep,
Thrones,
they keep fucking anyway. They don't care, but So that's from the guy. That's from the guy that fucking gave you Rocket Raccoon back in the day. He's like,
"This is pussy."
I mean, she's here. We both came from the same place.
Oh fuck. But I remember Toxic Avenger.
I remember my stepmom. She used to. Like, the only good thing she fucking did for me was, like, let me watch fucking horror movies and shit like that. No, I'm not getting into psychoanalysis and shit. But she would rent these movies and she didn't give a shit if we watched them with her and if she watched the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, that's how my grandma was. That's why I could rent anything I wanted.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck.
Well, I think that hers was more like naivety, just like, I don't know what that is.
Like, sure, I'll rent your back door sluts now. Here you go.
It was like Faces of Death and like fucked up shit.
Oh, Faces of Death.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I digress.
No, you're fine. Like, but Toxic Avenger, like, had the opening scene, like, it's got these kids that, like, their whole fucking thing is they just like to run over people and then take pictures of them.
Yeah. They get points and all that.
It's like points, and then but I just remember, like, vividly, like, seeing, like, them fucking run over this kid on a bicycle and, like, crush his head.
That's like the opening scene.
Yeah, it's the opening scene, but, like, it stuck with me because it was just like, holy fuck. Because, like, all these other and I mean, technically it's a superhero movie, so you got, like, Batman, you've got fucking Superman, and then you've got, like, this shit that opens up. Like, I'm expecting another fucking, I wasn't expecting that, and I fucking see it.
Oh, God, no. No, that shit was so fucking weird, man. Like, I remember, like...
It's poorly fucking done, and I mean, if you watch it now, you're like, what the fuck? I mean, they're funny, they're entertaining 100%. As shit, but, like, the gore is just, like, now you can tell it's just, like, fucking wet dog food or something.
I wasn't really gonna like watch it like nowadays and just be like, oh, the cinematography is just awful.
Yeah.
Like,
what do you think that he was trying to say in this scene? Like, I think there's a metaphor here.
I think there's a metaphor. I'm sure that David Avocado Wolf can find a metaphor.
This is just about like the socioeconomic fucking collapse of America.
Like I remember, Melvin.
He's wearing a tutu, remember?
Let me recount. Let me try to like figure it out from like my vague fucking memory.
All right, call it up. I'm gonna find the trailer while you do that.
Okay. All right. So basically, the fucking group of assholes go and they run over this random kid on a bike for no reason, and they like score points and just like take pictures and just like back up, run over all over again.
Yeah, they really crush him.
Yeah, they really fucking crush him, and then I'm having a blank spot from there, but then it goes to like this janitor at this like YMCA place, basically.
That's Melvin.
Melvin, yeah.
Holy shit, the trailer's 3 minutes long.
Oh, fuck that. And then Melvin, he is basically like a nerd, sort of mentally handicapped. And he ends up like getting kind of duped by the hot blonde chick with big tits.
Right.
And
is that like, how they get him into the tutu?
Yeah, that's how they get him into the tutu, because she was like, "Oh, hey, how about you come over?" Or not come over, but like, "How about you meet me later in the fucking steam room or some shit?" And naturally, with all 80s movies, they find a barrel of toxic waste.
They make him kiss a sheep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's fucking right. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, so he starts like, he's kissing the sheep. They turn it on. He like freaks out because he's kissing a sheep, wearing a tutu with like a white onesie on, basically, and then he backs up, right? Like he backs up and then like I thought
he just got like really sad and like ran and jumped out the fucking window.
Oh yeah,
because like even the trailer's got like him just diving into the fucking.
Maybe that's right.
Oh no! Here I've got it pulled up.
Okay.
He is chased around the health club and out a second-story window.
Okay,
and
so
then he fucking lands in toxic waste, which sets him on fire, and he runs. Down
and then
the
he starts running,
his
skin's melting off, and blah, blah, blah.
I remember the fucking transformation scene was fucking terrible.
Yeah, it was a blip, 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 blip,
it's like him shaking, and like it just gradually, like as he's shaking, you can see like they swap him in a little bit more disfigured. Then swap it in again.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm remembering it wrong, but
that's what we fucking had as that's what we had as fucking superhero movies back in the day.
Dude, they were great though.
Oh,
I loved every second of them.
I would probably be more likely to rewatch the Dolph Lundgren Punisher than the fucking new Justice League movie at this point. So.
Oh, 100%. I've heard that was trash anyway. But that's just me.
At any rate, I think that's it for this fucking episode.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was a trip down fucking memory
lane. Way to kill it, Brian. Way to kill it. That did not end naturally. I don't like that.
I think it did. I like it.